Please clasp your hands, cross your legs, make sure your phones are on silent mode. And get a sip of water if you need. And just close your eyes and observe your easy, natural breath. There is no force, no holding of breath, no chanting, no visualization. Just you and your breath. Just inhale and exhale. We'll meditate with music today. Welcome back. Welcome back, guys. Let's give a big round of applause for the meditation today. Okay. Thank you for your presence. Okay, today is okay. Hang on, guys. Let me just fix my laptop here. Okay. All right. Welcome back, everyone. Very good evening and good morning to all from different parts of the world here joining in. And also, I would love to know where you're from, by the way. You can put that in the chat. We want to know where you're from. I see Anumita from Singapore. I know that. Hey, Anumita. Wonderful to see you here. As always, your presence brings so much light and energy here. So I always love seeing your face here. So welcome to today is what day? Let's see. Today is day 9 of 21 days. We are in the second week of this, and now we are diving into a little deeper concepts. And today the topic is you create your own reality. I mean, we can talk about this all day long, literally. We have so many masters here also that can share so much on this, and we will see all those stories also in the coming days. Actually, we will hear those stories. So I'm just looking here. We have from Seattle, Dallas, Finland, Frederica, yay. I know Kenya. Okay, we have from Kenya, Natasha, welcome. I would love to speak with you. Fresno, California. Okay. We have Seattle again, Kolkata, India. Welcome, sir. Los Angeles, Washington, Bilmora, India. I'm from Bangalore. Native is Assam. Vegas. Okay, Ruben is from Vegas. Welcome, Ruben. Let's give a big clap to Ruben because this is his first class. He just joined in our meditation group. So welcome, and let's all give him all the warmth and love to be a part of this group. And we have Josna from LA. She's also from the Irvine group. A big welcome to Josna from Vegas here. Sorry, LA. Qatar, Doha, Middle East, Delhi. Wonderful. Awesome, guys. It's super awesome to see such great, global audience here. Because this is truly what we are speaking is for everybody. It's not just for India, not just for Buddhists, not just for one sect. This is for everybody. And today, what I am going to share is a little personal to me because I'm going to share my story today a little bit more. So so you will get to know me. So Ruben, here you are on your first day. You will get to listen to a lot of stories here. So let's get started. And also, again, I'm gonna be like a repeater, repeat on this. Switch on your cameras, guys. Just however you are, whatever you are doing, seriously. I would love to see your faces, see your smiles or whatever going on. Don't worry, just be yourself, because that's the thing we are going to talk about today. So lovely seeing you all. This is totally a safe space. We are all here, conscious soul family. So let's begin. Okay, you create your own reality. This is actually this is actually a presentation that I use for master classes. So I just picked up that because I thought that's pretty apt to what we are talking. So when I do master classes, I bring up this presentation. I'm just setting up so that I can see you all and also talk. Okay. All right. So you create your own reality, unleash your potential, and embrace your unique imprint. Okay. So this is what we are going to discuss today. And when I do this master classes, again, this is for everyone, leaders, entrepreneurs, homemakers, coaches, mentors, teachers. It's for everybody. So this is absolutely, today we are entering the topic of manifestation also. We're touching a little bit about that. And tomorrow we have, in couple of days, we have abundance, 2 days classes. So that is going to be like a continuation of this. So this class is important for us to be to have here. So, okay, before I go into this, let's talk about myself. Who am I? Why am I talking about this? Why should you listen to me? So that's the question that I would like to first answer. So again, my name is Patri. I come from India, from southern part of India called Hyderabad. And I come from a very middle class Hindu family, very ordinary family, nothing special about it. My whole, I come from a family where education was upheld. It was like everything. You have to be educated and you have only 2 options, either doctor or an engineer. So that was the background I come from. And I was born, and I'm born, the family that I was born to is something that is a change. That because my father, although born in the same middle class family, he was, his brother, we'll talk about the story more in PSSM history, Radhika will share. I'll just share a little bit about him. He was, his brother, again, as I said, it's a very educated family. They're all scientists, number one in in engineering and doctor, all of that. But my father was not that. He was not so good at studies. He was actually failing in everything he was doing. And so but although he was ordinary, there was something extraordinary about him, that led to actually being all of us here. The very reason that we are all of us here is because of that man, being who he was. And he realized that his mission in life was to teach meditation, and he left his job. And that's when, after he that awakening had happened within him, that's when I came into this world. And so as soon as I was born, the only thing I knew was meditation. I didn't know anything else. I was not raised in a traditional way where I was, I never went to temples or anything other than to probably eat their food or see the architecture. But the way our dinner conversations were talking about how we create our realities. Like this topic, you create your own reality, be a master. Talking my conversations about what are your past lives, what did you see, what were you in your past life. This is my 8-year-old conversations with my father or my mother. Expecting miracles to happen. Miracles are my everyday. Okay, this happened. So different aspects of, although all of those things are not in the scope of this course, we are not discussing all this. It will be an advanced course. And if you want to be a part of it, of course we will be announcing in the groups. So that's how I grew, understanding that I create my own reality. And I was manifesting everything in my life. Yet I didn't know how it was happening. I was meditating 8 to 10 hours every single day, in my summer camps. 10 hours, 12 hours, 16 hours at the age of 8, 9. That was my summer camps. I mentioned this before as well. So this is how I grew up, knowing that life is easy. And so it was. Everything was flowing, everything was effortless. Studies was effortless. I was never a number one student or a last student. I was always an average student, always an average in everything. Anything I do, I'm just an average student, nothing special about me, nothing, that I'm never the teacher's favorite or standing outside. So I just managed and things used to flow. My father left his job, so he didn't have money to raise us. So how did our house, I have another sister and my mother is a homemaker. She doesn't, she was a housewife. So the way our house ran was that when somebody gave donations, we used to have money in our house, or somebody gave rice, somebody gave lentils, we used to cook rice and dal. So that's how I grew up. And I came to US in 2004 because my uncle, the very my dad's brother, who actually didn't like meditation, he was so against my father that he said, Pari, if you stay in India, you will get into meditation. I'm going to bring you to US to actually become successful. And I said, great. I mean, I was a teenager. I'm like, great, of course, I'm going to go to US and enjoy my life. And by then I was also like, I wanted to see, explore more. Because I didn't know what normal world looked like what my other friends are talking about. So I was like in a more exploratory state of mind and adventurous state of mind. And I said, okay, yeah, of course I'm going to come to US. And he did all the work. He applied everywhere. Again, it was effortless. I didn't do any work. And he paid for my master's because, of course, my father didn't have money. And I came here. I did master's in engineering. And then I was, at that point, this is where the turning point. I know most of you know this story, and I'm going to repeat it again because it's the story that gives us the turning point here. I was here. I wanted to be a part of the society. My extended family, who didn't believe in energy, who didn't believe in manifestation, who didn't believe in meditation, they would get so angry if I even uttered the word meditation. They would be like, what are you talking about? This is against science. This is not science. Science doesn't agree with it. So they were all very and so I would never even talk about it. Okay, you don't want to hear about meditation, let's not talk about it. And so I would just shut myself. Nobody even knew, my friends, that I actually meditate, or I never even talked about it. So I created I got myself into an environment where it was normal. That means living in fear was the norm. This is where I was getting into myself, that worrying about where the job is, worrying about relationships, worrying about money. So these were all the everyday fears, and I got myself into it. And I'm like, okay, maybe this is the real success, because at that time my father didn't have money. Although meditation was there was no money. So I thought, okay, maybe that is not success, maybe this is success. So I need to get here, I need to be successful, I need to get a corporate job. So I went in there and I said, okay, I'm going to do my master's, I'm going to get a corporate job. And I did end up getting a corporate job. But meanwhile, I didn't even realize what was happening within me. Slowly and gradually, it didn't happen overnight. It took me 10 to 12 years to understand where I was going. I was completely drowning in fear, people pleasing, always saying things that would please others, always. Because I didn't even have confidence to say that this is what I like, this is what I think. I never even thought that I had a choice. I would always think that I should please others. And I did that. I did believe in that. I did went into corporate job, doing everything, being that I want to get ambitious, I want to be the manager, I want to be the team lead or project manager, whatever. So I was wanting to be there and doing everything, putting my head down and doing everything and trying to prove myself, and being again a woman, trying to speak over men and prove my points that, you know what, I am worthy of this position, or worthy of this title, or worthy of that. So I was actually finding my worthiness in my work, in my project deliverables. So because all my life I was just an average student, I was no special. So how do I find my worthiness? So now I have to like prove something. say, okay, I completed this project before deadline. Wow, wow, what an achievement. And that would give me so much ego boost, like, and I would kill myself to get that ego boost. Work 14 hours, 12 hours, weekends, working and getting that appreciation from everybody. Pari, you're such a, you're so dedicated. And that would make me so happy when I hear that you're so dedicated. So that's how I achieved, I got my worthiness or importance, that void I started getting fulfilled. But of course, in that process, I was also suffering a lot with being happy, just in general. I was missing something in life. There was nothing making me happy. The conversations that I had with my family or with my friends at that point, just not fulfilling my soul need, I guess. And my physical health was going down. All of this was happening, and I still pressed the ignore snooze button, because I cannot afford to lose time on working myself, because I have work to do. I have to deliver. I cannot be sick. I have to prove myself. Where is the time for looking into myself? There was no time. So I would just press the snooze button. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Pop up Tylenol like crazy, like peppermints, because I used to have migraines every other day. That was my life, guys. And constantly trying to like fight my own shame and my own trauma. So every time all that shame I was carrying, like not being able to myself, I was not authentic, I was living in fear, I was people pleaser, not at my best in my physical health, dragging myself. So this was my rock bottom that actually triggered the change. And that's when one day I decided that I need to change. This is not what I want in my life. This is not who I am. Because I knew that I can create my reality. That's what I've learned all my life, that I can create my reality. And how am I in this situation? And then I shifted, and that's when the change started happening. And I think 2012, the seed was sown. Again, I'll show you some of the pictures of my journey here. This is 2012. This was in Seattle. We went for meditation classes, and then that's when this is Ilona Silky, a whole new seed was sown in my life. And then it started, that I started pursuing who I was, learning what energy is, understanding what meditation is, understanding about pyramids, understanding about um, creating your reality, manifestation, all of that. So I started meeting a lot of gurus, teachers, and also, since my childhood, had the opportunity to be with the rich, the most richest, and also being with the most the rural side as well. So understanding both sides, and that gave me a great opportunity. That was a gift that my father gave, of me being with such great masters around me. This guy, he is Joseph Marcello. He's the author of the book Pyramid Power in Boston. Great book, must read book. And this is actually in India, in Dhyana Chakram, these two pictures. Now today we stand before thousands of people and talk about meditation. And how could I get there? When I even see this picture a few years back, I didn't even have confidence to talk about meditation. I could not even tell my own husband or my friend that I meditate. I would not even tell that. And from there, coming here, talking before thousands of people, is if I can do it, anybody can do it. That is what we are going. That is the message here. We can create our reality. We can be anything, and we can have anything, be anything, and be anywhere. And how we can do that, that is what we're going to talk about. And today I do resilience advantage, the corporate trainings. And this is Ray Chandran. It was at a workshop in Maryland. He wrote the book. Again, you can see that was his new book that he was inaugurating. This is Temple Hayes. She lives in Santa Barbara now, from Unity of Church. This is from We did meditation sessions for the military in Maryland before COVID. And she is a great shaman. We did a retreat, cosmic reset, and wonderful experience. With her, she's called, I think, Wind Daughter. Her name is Wind Daughter. Amazing, amazing. So this is how my journey has shaped, from being before a computer, working on Excel, to doing this. And I could have never imagined in my wildest dreams also that I was capable of being here. And it all started. I'm going to share with you how all that happened, how you can shift everything. And everything starts with your belief systems. Okay. I'm going to first share this slide. Whatever your subconscious mind believes, your reality must express. Whatever your subconscious mind believes. Now, we have conscious mind, subconscious mind. We run in our lives only with 5% conscious mind. All the programs are in our subconscious mind. So our life is a mirror, is constantly projecting what you are projecting out. Through what? Through your words, through your thoughts, through your belief systems, through your energy, through your frequency, physical frequency. All of this is continuously mirroring out. It is like a mirror. It's like you're creating your life every second. And this is the shift. When you understand this, the shift really happens. Now, what are the belief systems? Now, let's talk about belief systems. This is something that I think it's a homework for you guys. Take a screenshot of this, or I will send the questions. What are the stories you tell yourself? This is the biggest game changer. It's not about even telling what stories are there. It is about telling yourself, I am like this. I could have spun my story and said, my father was never home. He used to travel 365 days. I never had an opportunity to have a regular life. Oh my gosh, I'm a victim. I could spin my story and saying that I'm a victim. Or I could spin my story and say it is my power. It is the opportunity. It is a gift that I was so blessed. So it is in your power how you want to share your story, your narrative. What do you tell yourself? What excuse you tell yourself? I can't meditate because I have too many thoughts. I can't meditate because I am like go. I can't stop myself. So these are all the stories, whatever we tell ourselves. I need 8 hours of sleep. I can't do this. I can't. When you say I can't, it is a story. It is an excuse that you are telling yourself. So when you believe something which is true, your reality will start expressing it. So what are your triggers? This is again homework. We need to start writing down. What are the stories that we tell ourselves continuously? What is our inner conversations? There's a beautiful book that I previously recommended. Your Inner Conversations Create Your Reality by Neville Goddard. Amazing book. Definitely must read. And what sails your boat when everything going wrong? What is that keeps you anchored? We need to start looking at it. Or so many of us, like me, I didn't even know what I wanted in my life. I didn't even know what I wanted to experience. I was just running. My friend did engineering, so I'm doing engineering. Okay, my friends are going to US, I'm going to do US. Everybody is getting married, let's get married. Everybody is having guests, let's just do. So, but I never even thought what I want in my life. So again, this is a time to start going inwards and really thinking, what do you want? Do you choose to love yourself even when you don't feel like it? This is a big question. Do you choose to love yourself even when you don't feel like it? Even when you're having a bad day, head day, even when you have like, oh my gosh, my arms are so fat, man. I don't know. Or you look at your mirror and say, I just don't like myself. I hate myself. So what are we talking? What are our beliefs about our own self? Do you believe that you're worthy 100K or 200K? What you believe is manifesting in your life. There's a great quote which I just got here. Let me show you that first. There is no right or wrong. Right or wrong, or truth or false. It does not matter. It does not matter whether it is right or wrong. Whatever you believe and assume, if you do it long enough, it will become real. Okay, this is the most thing that we have to understand is there is no right or wrong. This is right, this is wrong. That is all the stories that we tell ourselves. There's no truth or false. It doesn't even matter for your reality to happen. Whatever you believe and assume as real, as truth, that your subconscious mind assumes as truth, if you do it for long enough, it will become real. It will become real. So it is not about changing that I need 3 years, I need 4 years of time or this. It is the frequency shift, your mindset shift. When you shift your mindset, when you shift your frequency, it will happen. Your physical reality will manifest it, but it all has to happen here first. Only then you can become a billionaire, you can win a lottery. But so many, do you know that most like 99% of the people who win in lottery are bankrupt soon enough? Why? Because they don't have the mindset of a billionaire. You need to have that first before it starts manifesting. So this is why the all the sayings, success, no, people cannot handle success very, if it comes very soon. All of these sayings, how does it come? Because when you are not in your mindset is not ready to accept, your frequency is not ready, you're definitely not going to handle all that. But that doesn't mean success is bad. That doesn't mean money is bad. It is your mindset, your beliefs about money or success is what is creating your reality. We will talk about money and abundance in the abundance class. We have 2 days on it. So first thing to shift, okay, I'm just going to write into because it's a big one, is of course I also want to talk about is it is about claiming your power back from everything around you. So when I saw where I was in my life, the first thing is I need to start take my power back. I need to change my life. I created this. This is where I am right now. I have the power to change it. If I have the power to create it, I have the power to change it. And first thing is claiming your power. And time to heal shame. Most of us are are putting those masks on because we have shame hidden within us. Whether you're male or female, it doesn't really matter. It is all those embarrassments that we went through our childhood, the shame that we carry, the guilt that we carry. We just shove it under the carpet, and we try to find that worthiness in a title, in a status, in the money, in having that Ferrari in the driveway, or that Mercedes in the driveway, or a Tesla in the driveway, or having that beautiful houses, or getting Botox or whatever, getting your body ready, because we are trying to find that worthiness in the compliments, in the external things, because we are so do not want to look inwards into the shame, into the guilt, into the trauma that we have within us. And that is where this whole work comes in, because the moment we start inwards, the truth is right before you. You are seeing it. You have to heal it. Otherwise, you can't go before. And so many of us don't even want to look at it, because then we have to start doing the work. And nobody wants to do the work. We just want to live our life and just sleep. I don't want to look at it. And this is where the actual truth is there. Like, you have to go inwards. There is no other way. It's like having a bathroom very dirty, and you're just like putting things out there, making it ready, but you have to clean it. And it will get it is very frustrating to do that. It is very not it is discomfort to do that, but nobody is coming to clean your bathroom. You have to clean your own bathroom. You can do this lifetime, next lifetime, the other lifetime, it's okay. But at some point you have to take up and you have to clean it. And this is what meditation is. You have to get and do that work. Go inward, look into all those dark shadows within you that you have just shoved it away, taken off the light, and said, no, this doesn't exist within me. I'm completely changed. Fake it till you make it. This is a statement. Fake it till you make it. And we just trying to fake it until we make it. But really, is it really done? So this is where it's time for us to start looking inwards. And everything that is happening to you is just a story. It's just a story. even a past life, even anything is just a story of that memory within your subconscious mind, which is also known as akashic records. You have the power to change your narrative. You can overcome every limiting belief, because all these belief systems are not your fault. Everything that you have, like maybe you have seen your parents struggling for money and you are in that lack mindset, but that is not your fault. But not changing is your fault. Not changing, not taking responsibility is where is the problem. So this is where we are here now, trying to understand how we can identify those belief systems, how we can change them, how we can install new ones. So you can be extremely, you have the birthright. It is your birthright to be happy. It is your birthright to be healthy. It is your birthright to be wealthy. Nobody can take away that. But we are made to believe that it is not our birthright. We are made to believe that we have to work hard to be happy. We have to make to believe that we have to sacrifice so much to be happy. But that is not true. Again, whatever you assume and believe becomes real for you. Life is effortless when you are in alignment. This is, again, we can manifest everything we want, guys. I am not here to give you a rich get rich scheme or something. No, I'm not here to teach you how to manifest your next home or career. We are beyond that here. When we manifest something, you can go to a manifestation course and learn law of attraction and manifest and say, hey, I'm a manifesting queen. I can manifest anything I want. My soulmate, my house. But if it is not in alignment with your soul purpose, you're still searching. You're still not content. You're still seeking what is there. So first thing is understand, getting the clarity about what is your purpose. Why are you here? And we're going to talk about that at the end. So again, asking yourself what is not going right. Ask yourself right now, today, what is not going right for me? What will happen if I continue down this path? You don't have to get into meditation, do anything different. But what will happen if you continue doing what you do? What is the worst possible outcome if that is not changing? And the always answer at the end is again, I talked about this yesterday. Always, like, it is a death, dying alone, dying poor, dying not, the biggest fear was COVID, dying alone in the hospital with nobody around. And your ego is always trying to protect you from that shame, from that guilt, from that failure. Always, that is why it is always putting you in the survival. Get this done, you will survive. Security, we go after security. And there was a saying, I forget who the person who said it was, if you are looking for security, you're in the wrong planet. There is no, the security is an illusion. There is no damn security here. It is just an illusion that we create. It's a bubble that we live in. Every second is changing. Every second earth is shifting. We are changing. The energies are shifting. What security is there? So let's talk about, are you ready to be fully met with everything in your life? Everything you can have. I'm going to say that boldly here. You can have everything you want. Everything. But first, you have to shift the mindset. Shift and what are the different shifts? We'll talk about it. So we did this. First thing is decision. First step is decision. Decide. Yes, I am going to take my power back. I am going to create a life that is aligned with my purpose. For me, this is the decision I made. I made. Again, at that point, I didn't know I could do anything else. I didn't have, again, all my life, I was told I was not creative. My sister was creative. I was not creative. This is how I was compared all my life. And so I never knew I could do anything different other than being in computers or being being in the engineering thing. So I was like, then I made a decision that I will live a life with my purpose, living my purpose, and also financially supporting my family. This was the decision I made that day. And I wrote it down. I sat and I wrote it. This was my lowest point. I sat, I put a candle, again, making a sacred space, and I started writing. I will do exactly what I love and be financially free. I am surrounded by people who support me. And at that time, I was so I always was fascinated about being the center of attention. Okay, that's something I used to love. So and I wrote that I am standing on the stage and 1,000 people are clapping for me. I'm teaching and I'm saying something and people are clapping for me. And at the point where I didn't, my subconscious was like, "Buddy, you're just lying to yourself. What are you writing? Who will clap for you? Who are you? You're nobody. Who will clap for you?" And this was what my subconscious mind was saying. And I was writing all of that. And that is when I was watching Jack Canfield about affirmations. He's a great guy in teaching about affirmations, how to work with it. So I started writing. So first, make a decision, miraculous decision. We talked about miraculous mindset. Be miraculous, no positive. I am going to make this happen. I will create my goal today, as I mentioned again and again. My mission is to take meditation to 50 countries this year. I don't know how, I don't know how it will happen, where the money will come from, what will happen. I'm just doing this. This is my mission. This is my intention. I'm putting it out there. Every single day I keep saying this. In Maryland, I used to like shout on my deck again that now that house is on sale, but I used to get out and I used to shout and shout and shout. This is what I'm doing. This is happening. My favorite affirmation. It is happening. Everything is happening. So there's a lot of tools that you can use. And the next one, this is the most important, is no complaints and no blame. When you start taking your power back, the first thing is no complaints. No complaints. Oh, because of my husband, I am like this. Because of my job, my parents, my country, my government, my culture. When you start complaining, you give your power away. You're telling that you're a victim. And with that victim consciousness, you don't manifest. You're in the receiving end. You have given your power away. And no blame. No complaints, no blaming, and no judgment. Another big thing, no judgment. So these are actually the PSSM principles. No complaint, no blame, no judgment. I will do what I can. It's like a river. You flow. If there is a rock here, you just go wherever there is least resistance. Just go with the path. Do not start saying, oh, there's a rock, I cannot go anywhere. You can either have two things. You can either have excuses or you can either have success. You cannot have both. So you have to choose. What do you want? Do I need a success or do I need excuse? We can sit with excuses all our life. I can't meditate. I can't get up in the morning. I can't run. I can't do this. I can't be on plant-based living. But what do you want? What success, if you want, you have to go through it. You have to persist. You have to persist. So again, no complaints. So this is what I started. Because until then, I was blaming my job. I was blaming everybody around me. So I said, okay, no more blaming, no more complaining. Let me just stop and take my power back and shift. So again, clarity is power. You have to be clear in your head what you want to experience. Otherwise, you will attract chaos in your life, confusion, because you don't know what you want. And the next thing is, you are the creator. You are the powerful co-creator of this universe. You are the co-creator. You are no less or greater than anybody. I am no less or greater than you. So the only way you become a conscious creator in the now moment. Again, we talked about the now. Now is the most powerful thing. You are the most powerful in the now moment when you are authentic, when you are you. When you become somebody, when you put that mask on, that is what we are doing. We're putting a lot of masks, and that is what I did, putting masks on. I lose my power. I am not a conscious creator anymore. That light that we carry, we become a program, a subconscious program, just running, just driving. I'm just driving. I don't know where I'm just driving. I'm just doing this. We become and that's why we are not happy. We're constantly chasing for happiness because we are scared to be ourselves. So I don't know. I can't hurt Anomita saying that. Why? Again, everything, like, first thing your family calls, oh, you never call me. You never call me. You never come to my house. That is the first thing your family says. And I'm like, if you start with a complaint, the whole energy is down. There is no relationship going forward there. And this is where everything is. We start with complaints. You never invite me to your party. Anumita, you never invite me. I am so upset. You never call me. And this and now she starts defending. Okay, oh, you now I'm affecting her ego. So this is where the conflict begins. But the thing is, you have to be authentic. If a conversation like that starts, say, hey, you shift the vibration. Hey, start with gratitude. How amazing you look. Oh my goodness. Wow. What are you reading? What are you doing? What new is happening? One thing we hate in PSSM is asking, how are you? No, how are you? What, how are you? How are you? Like, okay, fine. Like, fine. Do I just say fine? Like, why? How are you? Just that should be deleted from the dictionary. How are you? What's going on? What's happening new? What these are the questions we have. What is happening? How are you? You are fine. And you hear my voice. Am I in the hospital? Am I somewhere? No, I'm here. Why are you asking me how are you? So the words that we use. The next is again, we'll talk about the tools now. Before that, this is another quote I love by Wayne Dyer, amazing guy. Needing approval is like saying your view of me is more important than my own opinion of myself. Stop seeking approval outside. Look inside. You matter. Your heart matters. What does your heart seek? That is first thing we have to ask, because of course you respect, you want to be guided by others, you respect and you want to listen, but that should not again define your worthiness, like that neediness, that approval, that I am beautiful, I know I am beautiful, I know I am worthy, I know I am important. A title, a certificate or something cannot make me important, less important or more important. I know I am the creator. I know that. And this is where I used to struggle also. When I used to start going for invited as a speaker or something, when there are more advanced people, more senior people there, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to talk, I don't know what I'm going to share, who am I? Again, all that insecurities, that pop up. Like, who are you? I'm not Deepak Chopra, I'm not somebody. What am I going to, who is going to listen? And that is when you stay grounded, you are sharing your view, your story matters. Every one of you who is here, your story matters. You should write a book. Your book should be out there, because there is nobody other than you who has your story, who has your perspectives, and that has to be heard. And that is why we read every book. Every master's book has to be read. And that is how we increase our wisdom, our perspectives. So again, before we go here, again, another quote, guys. I know I'm sharing all my favorite quotes. This has to be shared. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. This is said by Nikola Tesla, a great guy, amazing scientist. If you do not know about him, I highly recommend to start reading about him. So he, in 1900s, he said that if you want to know the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, because that is the game changer. That is what will shift your life. So let's talk about the spiritual tools, re-engineering your energy. How do we start now? You have identified your blocks. Okay, you have decided, I am going to change my life. I'm going to take my power now from everything around me and create my own life. But how do I do it now? Where do I begin? Everything is energy, guys. Everything is energy. What you see, this is solid. You see, this is solid, but this is actually energy. Packed, atoms packed. E equal to mc square. That is energy equal to matter. Everything is we are made up of trillions of atoms. An atom is made up of space, 90% space. We are packed with space, and we become that mass because of the density, the lower density of matter. So everything we see around, the light, the sound, the matter is all, it's just energy. So when you understand, now when you go into that quantum level, when your frequency is low, you're more matter. But when your frequency is high, you're less matter and more energy. So you can now start shifting the possibilities. You now start entering into that quantum energy state that is becoming zero state. Remember, I talked about vector equilibrium. You become that zero state and you now create infinite possibilities for you. There, where you actually think there are walls, become doors for you. Everything starts shifting, and this is exactly what happened with me. When you start raising your frequency, then you become more of energy, more of that possibilities, opportunities in your life. And this is the secret. And of course, meditation is the beginning. I started understanding the power of meditation. I started again doing more and more meditation, and not just meditation, also sharing about it. See, you can't just wisdom, knowledge becomes wisdom only when you share it. You can't just keep it with you. You have to, when you know the truth, it becomes your dharma. It becomes your duty to share it. So then I started understanding the power of meditation. Why anapanasati? Why I have to observe my breath? Why not do some chanting, do some visualizations? Because I already by then attended so many other courses, spent thousands of dollars on understanding different gratitude meditation, manifesting meditation, this and that, but nothing was working. And then I understood I need to connect to the source itself, because I am manifesting something. I'm manifesting miracles in my everyday. I have to connect to the source, and the source is your breath. The guru is your breath. And when you be with your breath, you are now entering that zero state of manifesting anything you want, miracles happening. And then, of course, understanding about pyramids, I understood, and through pyramids, I understood the science, the actual science, sacred geometry, science of the universe. What is real? What we really learn in schools and colleges is nothing. There is so much out there. And I started learning that. I was never good at physics, and I used to have that engineering drawing, so bad at it. But now suddenly I started understanding physics, which was pretty amazing for me. That, oh my God, and I started teaching about it. That was even more amazing. Like, my goodness, I am teaching about physics is super unbelievable. But things started shifting, because now you're actually connecting to the source information which is within you. It is not outside of you, it is within you. When you see the truth, you will know, like, it is not like I think this is the truth, I feel. No, I know. When somebody asks me, how do you know? But I just know this is it. And that is where you will be when you actually see the truth. And again, working on your inner conversations, your words, vakshetra in Sanskrit. That means your words matter. I can't do it. I don't know how it will happen. No, always miraculous words should come out of your mind, of your mouth. No unnecessary words. If you don't have anything to say, just don't say. You don't have to speak all the time. Don't speak unnecessary things. You go to a gathering, you have nothing to talk, take a book with you and go and read. Sit there and read. Don't worry about, oh, what will they think if I read this book? Your time is important. You have to value your energy. If you don't value your energy and your time, who will value? And then we seek outside, oh, that person is not valuing. But first, are you doing it? Are you projecting it out? So this is, again, in your inner conversations. What conversations are you having with yourself? Is the number thing, the words. Do not speak unnecessary words. And that's where we come into middle path. Don't eat more, don't eat less. Don't talk more, don't talk less. Sansar mein nirvan. Be in your everyday. Do your duties like a mother, like a daughter, like a father, a friend, as an engineer, doctor. But yet follow spirit. This spirituality is a lifestyle. Being a pyramid master is a mindset. It is not about wearing special clothes, white clothes, robes, and posing that I am now a yogi or a meditator. No, it is about you and your mindset, the way you view your perspectives. Middle path. This is what Buddha has said. Middle path is the highest path. That is where we get into. With middle path, what do you get into? You now have to surround yourself with high vibrational people, just like this. Being in a group, you now connect to the group consciousness. You now raise from the individual consciousness to group consciousness. Now the collective group's goal becomes your goal. There is no agenda now. Now you're working for something bigger than you. You're connected, you're plugged into something bigger. And the group can either be two things, either empowering or disempowering. What is disempowering? Which puts you into fear, which puts you into competition, which puts you into judgment. Oh my gosh, if we are in a group, like she is wearing great clothes, now I have to go shop to next time to meet the group's energies. That is not empowering, that is disempowering. When you're in comparison, when you're judgment. What is empowering? When you feel confident, when you can be yourself, when you can do mistakes and still be okay, accepted. That is empowering. You need to find that group and be surrounded by such people. And PSSM is that group. And that is what we want to create everywhere, is create that high vibrational people where we are here sharing with each other. So group consciousness, PSSM is group consciousness. It is not individual. When you become a pyramid master, you come into this, plugged in into this high vibrations. And from this is the last step, guys. From this, you enter into service, highest goal for all of us. Why are we doing what we are doing? Is to serve others. How can I serve you? How can I be useful to you? Now, all our life, we have been asking, what did you do for me? I have taught so much. And again, let's say Nandini. What did Nandini do for me? Now the questions have to be reversed. This is the fight I have with my husband also. What did you do? I did all this work. I am the one cleaning. I am the one cooking. You didn't do anything. You sit and watch TV. But now the conversations have to shift, starting with our own family. How can I serve you? How can I be useful? But yet having your boundaries, yet having your standards. There's a whole class on healthy boundaries that is done by Radhika that is coming up. That doesn't mean that you become a doormat and let everybody run you, but also holding with compassion. So the service is the highest energy state. When you work for others, you work for yourself. We have to shift that now. It is not working for yourself. You work for others. You work because we are all one at the end. We come from the source. We go back to the source. I repeat, we all come from the same source. We go back to the source. We are all one. So you and I are not different. Vinita and I are not different. We are the same. But it is about, so when I work for selflessly without expecting, service means not expecting. I donated $10 to Singapore PSSM. Now I need to expect that they have to call me as a speaker. That is wrong. Without expectations, when you donate, that is when abundance, you live in abundance. We will talk about this more in the next few days. So this is the end, guys. This is where we are going. So now you have a choice. You have a choice where you want to go. What life that you want to create. Do you want to just manage the life that you have right now that you don't like? Or do you have the courage and say, yes, I'm going to create the life that I truly want? Seth Speaks, another great book. He is the guy who said, you create your own reality. This is where it comes from. Some Seth Speaks, written by Jane Roberts. She said that time is an illusion. And again, this is an advanced concept. Maybe we will do another time. I will get carried away to talk more, but we have only 5 minutes. So again, since the day I decided I only dream big. If your dream doesn't scare you, it is not big enough. Frederica is there from Finland. Frederica will change whole of Finland, whole of Europe. She will transform millions of lives. I know it. Millions of lives will be transformed by Frederica. She is a master. She is a yogi. If you are here, it is not just coincidence. There is a purpose to it. We are all connected. All are connected. This is a ripple effect happening around. And our mission is to bring meditation to the entire world. Our mission is to reduce crime, to how to fight crime, violence, terrorism, pedophilia, all of that disturbing things that we are seeing. How do we go against it, go against the darkness? Is through bringing light. Is how do we get out of slavery? When I say slavery is working with the corporates and thinking that we don't have a choice. We have a choice to live our lives. We have a choice to create what we do. We have a choice to get out of that bubble and do things differently. But the only way is not going out there and saying you're wrong, you're wrong. The only way is to teach meditation to each and every individual and make them realize that they can create their own reality. We don't have to struggle in life. We are, again, our birthright is health. We can be healthy, wealthy, and happy. We don't need to struggle. And this is what all the pyramid masters have created in India. Thousands and thousands of people have created. And I'm going to show you videos from tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to show you rural people from uneducated, illiterate families, women coming out and transforming lives, being courageous and going out there, fighting all the norms of the society and standing in their power. If they can do it, why can't you do it? Why can't I do it? And this is what we are here to do. So again, at the end, we can manifest everything we want. I can be a queen manifesting everything, but is it aligned with the purpose? Is it at the end of the day, we are, how can I serve you? How can I be useful for you? Is what is continuously we must think. So thank you so much for your presence, for your attention. And we will take questions. I know since last 2 days, we haven't had a chance to share. So we will have a complete day for question and answers, and which is on Wednesday. Okay, April 12th, we will have experience sharing and question and answers. So definitely please join. Yes, we have Arunji. Please unmute, and I would love to hear your message.
Speaking about the words, there is one book, audio book. It says a spoken word, the power of spoken word,
Okay.
by Florence Shane. That's I wanted to share.
Wonderful. Let's share that as a resource to the group, guys.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And tomorrow we are going to talk about plant-based living. Okay. What is the importance of that? And why are we talking about that? So we're going to talk about that. And Nandini, any last words before we end?
Thank you, Dee, for this wonderful, wonderful class. It was so powerful that I had to switch off my camera and just lay down for a while while I'm listening to you. We need these reminders daily just to know that we have to claim our power back in daily life, because we keep if nobody else, we become our own enemies of by creating self-doubt, by talking badly for ourselves and all of that. So we need to understand that we have the power to create a life that we want, the relationships that we want, or how we want to see ourselves. Everything to create the power lies within. So that is the beautiful reminder. So thank you. And reading books will definitely help you. My journey began when I started reading this book called Law of Attraction. That was my first contact with this information. I used to always hear Patri sir talking about you create your own reality, and that stuck to my mind, like how Pari was telling that this word, you create your own reality, is so powerful that it makes you question that, do we really have power to create our own reality? How is that possible? Because till now we are just living our lives. So yeah, that really questioned everything that I've been that I was living, how I was living, and that made me question. And I'm really, really, really grateful to Patriji and to all the masters, to Paridi, and to all of you for being here. Thank you.
Thank you for being here and doing such great service. Nandini has, again, I have to mention, she came into PSSM as a student, and today she is leading here and dedicated her whole life to service. And in any whatever we do, it is about whether you do business also, it is about how can you impact the society. It's not about making money. Of course money will come, but how do you impact, how do you serve, how can I make it a better empowered society, is what is the intention for the root of abundance, which is, again, this is the foundation for the next two classes. Tomorrow about plant-based living, guys. We'll talk a little bit about science and some heart. So we'll see you again. Thank you so much. And we'll start with meditation as usual, 9 p.m. Half an hour meditation and half an hour talk. So thank you. Good night, good evening, good morning, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.
I hope you got a lot out of this session. This is really a very important information. If you have been able to understand this thing, it will make a big difference in your life. The way you lead your life will change. We have to always remember what we talk to ourselves, inner self. When we are talking to ourselves internally, we are creating a lot of things for ourselves. So every word that we speak to ourselves is important. I hope you will make use of this. If you would like, you should repeat this session in the recording, which is available on going to be available on YouTube. So review this lesson whenever you get a chance again, so that you firm up the ideas in your mind. Very critical. All right. So any questions? If you have a question or something, you just unmute yourself and speak. Munira is asking for a list of books that have been recommended. Yes, there is a link that was shared in the group earlier, but we can share it again. Link of where all these books are there. There are 60 books in that repository on a Google Drive. So you can download the PDFs. And then if you like the PDF, the content, you can go and purchase those books on internet. All right. So yeah, thank you so much. If there are no more questions, I will say good night to all of you. Enjoy your night and stay safe.